It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Spots in the NFC Championship game. This one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yeah! Here we go, boys!
Dak now from the gun. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
They're going to run it here. It's Divisional Robinson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to go. Complete. It's Divisional Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
180!
Opening carry for Devon Achane. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Out of the shotgun, Goff. The throw goes haywire, fumble. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the first. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. From the gun, Goff. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. On first down, it's gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On second down, Robinson. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Walking quickly here. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Rolling. Let's go. 12. Let's go. Sprint.
Now Goff. Catch made. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Yeah! Here we go!
From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 25-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yeah!
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Yeah!
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
Yeah!
First down. Here's Dak. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
The incomplete pass. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Brooks reaching for the end zone, and he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill! Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, kill.
Prescott here from the gun. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Drops back. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, you can't do it much better than that.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. And 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot deep here. That's cut at the 25. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
14.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, Kate, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. We're cobbled together a yard there. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
The intended target there was Torrey Horton. And that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. going for it. Here's Prescott. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
They go play action with Goff. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down.
From the snap, that run started to the outside. It just kept going and going, and eventually Kate got all the way to the sideline without ever moving forward. Let's get some credit to that defense. That was fast flow, and they stayed in front of the play the whole time.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Chased out to his right. That throw behind his intended target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Dak throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go. I think. 26.
Now it's Prescott again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. quickly, trying to get set.
32 yards. And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running with Achan here after the gun. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Hold on. Check.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Listen.
First down throw from Goff. That's caught. Devon Achan. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Leading 10 yards now as they line up in second and goal. From the gun, Goff. Brings it in. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
This game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. They'll start this drive with Brooks. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the gun is Prescott. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
First down, here's Dak. Looking right, and he finds him. And they make the tackle at the 38. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Completed left side to Smith. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Piniero's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, tonight.
Second half begins with a run by Achan. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
180.
They'll stick with Achane. And what a hit there. And she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
12.
Goff on 1st and 10. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. Offensive line fast.
Loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 for 1.
Goff setting to throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
17. Like 20.
Here's Goff. Cut out left. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push in the Cowboys territory.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is gone. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
14. Maverick.
Goff on 3rd. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
180. Louis.
Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Achane with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
47. Yeah.
Prescott here from the gun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. All right, that lead cut down to 8 points after that score, and the kick is away. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
180!
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Robinson again here on 2nd. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action passing similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On 1st down, it's gone. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he brings it in. They go for 2 and the tie, and it works out. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. Finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead on the first play of the drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. One right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. The Lions get to it. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, gone. Finds the in route complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
That's caught for the 1st. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a first down.
18-yard line.
And off running left, it's Achane. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. No came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brought in. He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now the Lions calling a timeout, their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. It's his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun is Prescott. Completed to his running back. All right, short on market for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You just get the play off. In the hands of Horton, complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
There you go.
Now it's Prescott again. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. So we'll take over just shy of midfield as his return goes out. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now It's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Cut! 180! Cut!
It's a chance, the inside give. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down. And goes to the hurry up here. Throw here, third down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds a man, right side. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
Fourth out. DC.
They'll go for it. Goff. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs from 37. First down, here's Dak. Throwing the out route, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it in the red zone. And he's got around 6 yards before he goes out.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. And he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here we go,
Throwing again, Prescott. Forced out to his right. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. All right, so for the time being, we stay in a one-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a two-score game with that two-point conversion.
You could feel it. A killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Robinson, starts the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Third down run from H.A. A massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
First and 10, run to Robinson. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Lions leading by 8. Back to the line they come, second down. Off to the air now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going for it himself. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's finally caught after a big third down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official? We've got a flag down. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this fourth down. Looking to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They come through massive gain there on fourth down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, at first down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They're going to pass it here. That's completed right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Gain of 26 yards there. And that is good for Detroit first down. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Here he is to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down give to Robinson. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more. Oh, it's a fake. They're throwing. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
One falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Dallas.